Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity.
Quiet, we're on the air.
You're in Braves country.
state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They'll come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door, as innocent as children, longing for the past. They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, It's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well,
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down in front! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose what stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we once were so glad.
this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball!
Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag. He missed the tag. He missed the tag.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct.
Welcome in, y'all. So they had this game listed at 1:15 all week long, and for some reason they started it early. No idea why, 5 minutes early. So we were locked in, and I finally got it aborted. The Braves did not score in the first inning. And J.R. Ritchie is leading us off, so you're not missing his debut. 0-0 your score. First pitch on the way, swing and blast. Well, wish we would have waited one more pitch to come on the air. 1-0 Washington. Laid a get-me-over fastball, and it got over the right field fence, and it's 1-0 Washington. You cannot lay a tater in there to these major league hitters. I don't know what in the world Drake was throwing there, calling there. You know they're sitting dead red on a youngster coming up, and it was a fastball right down Main Street. He was setting up off to the side, but regardless, you're just asking for a left-hander to get into a groove. So 1-0 your score. Live and you learn. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. Curveball, it's 1-0. 1-0 count. What you missed in that first inning was Matt Olson getting a single. The 1-0 swing, chops it over to second. 4-3 on the putout, and the first out recorded by J.R. Ritchie in the major league, so he's officially a major leaguer in the statistics department. That's right, Angler. What a way to start it. Righty-lefty matchup off the edge, four-seam fastball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Ritchie kicks and fires. High and out of the zone, 2-0. 1-0 your score. Hopefully the rest of the game and the broadcast will be smooth. Hope y'all are enjoying your Thursday afternoon. The 2-0 pitch right there at the knees, 2-1. Believe Ritchie's over-under on strikeouts today was 3.5, 4 to get it. The 2-1. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. It's 2-2. 2-2 count to Tanya. He's batting third of the designated hitter. C.J. Abrams on deck, the shortstop. Batting fifth is Young, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, his first strikeout of his career. And we did get the new J.R. Ritchie emoji loaded in. You may have to go in and out, Country Club members. But there it is. We're playing off the idea of J.R. Ewing oil. First pitch is inside, four-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty to C.J. Abrams, batting .291 on the year. On deck is Young, the center fielder. Lyle, batting sixth and in left. Nunez. They'll challenge the ABS and get it overturned. It's 0-1, the 0-1 pitch. Inside 1-1. I honestly thought that it was a strike. Looked away from the screen for a second to give you the starting lineups and realized that home plate umpire blown the call. Your home plate umpire today is Chris Segal. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chops it down the line, foul, 1-2. After Lyle, it's Nunez batting seventh, Vivas batting eighth, and Ruiz behind the plate batting ninth. We'll go over the defense and the lineups as we get into the game. As the 1-2 pitch, swing, pops it up, and that should get JR out of the inning. Lazy fly ball to the Yaz, and we'll head to break. Braves give up the one run, but JR settles down. Back at a flash here on Braves Country.
Y'all, I can't believe we used to print out MapQuest and be out traveling like pirates.
Hey, I can't search his car without warrant, dude. No, that's dude. You can't search your. Hey, dude, they can't search your car without a warrant. You tell him,
dude.
What? You, dude. Hey, y'all, if y'all need a warrant to search his car, dude, I'll let you have one, dude. I got a whole bunch of warrants, dude. Yeah, bet you didn't know that, dude. I was trying to help you, dude. Yeah, dude, I got a whole bunch of warrants. Just run the plate. Yeah, y'all can borrow as many as you need, dude. Yeah.
Sir, can you show me some ID?
Yeah. My ID? Yep. No.
Show me your ID.
I got a gun. Yeah. No. I got to dip. I got to get out of here, dude.
So step out of the vehicle.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Marvel or DC? What's your opinion?
Oh, it's the same damn thing. They are the same. Okay, here we go. Okay, here you go. You got Hyperion in Marvel, that's your Superman. All right, you got your Quicksilver, that's your Flash. All right, you got your Namor, that's your Aquaman. All right, then what's the girl that keeps getting her hair cut and everybody? You got Captain Marvel, that's your Wonder Woman. All right, and then you got your Moon Knight, and that's your Batman.
As I look back, remember now, my mother would make a ball out of a sock and put a rock inside of it, and you play with that. And as I got a little bit older, the guys, when they break a bat, we'd put tacks and nails in it and put tape on it, and we just make up a little team. And as I got a little bit old, all the towns and cities had baseball teams, factory teams, and or steel mill or furniture store, because that was basically the only thing that you could do was play baseball in the summertime.
Welcome back. Righty-lefty matchup as Ozzie Albies stands in with the open stance. Swing. Fouls it away. It's 0-1. The 0-1. It'll be Ozzie, Harris, and Dominic Smith due up in this inning. Leading off for the Braves today, it's Acuna, Drake, and Olsen. Riley, and then now Ozzie at the plate. After Ozzie, Harris, Dominic Smith as the 0-1 pitch is swatted back foul. It's 0-2. Dominic Smith batting 7th, Dubon 8th, and the Yaz is batting 9th and in left field. Left to right across the outfield for the Nationals, Lyle, Young, and Wood. And around the horn, it's Vivas at third today. C.J. Abrams once again at short as the 0-2 misses high. They check down the line. Third base umpire, Honora, says he did not go. 1-2. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And Ozzie continues to sputter a little bit at the plate last few days. And there's one down. Second base will be played by Nunez for Washington. Garcia's at first and Ruiz behind the plate. And Cade Cavalli is on the bump today. As the first pitch is a strike there at the knees. It's 0-1. What you'll get from Cade today is a four-seam fastball 34% of the time, and the curve 22, sinker 18. The 0-1 pitch swing hits it hard up the middle, but right into the teeth of the defense. That'll be a 6-3 put out on Harris, and there's two down. Sinker at 18%, the sweeper at 15%, a changeup 9% of the time. So a 5-pitch mix. Uses all of them pretty regularly to try to keep you off balance. Braves trail 1-0. The early first pitch swing and home run by James Wood. Pitch on the way is down and in to Dominic Smith. Knuckle curve. Did he go around? He did not. Smith hit the ground. Did that ball get him? He's saying it hit his foot. He's telling the dugout. It did. It actually, yeah, they're going to challenge us. We're going to get it. Not only did it hit his foot, it's not one of those ones you have to guess about. The ball actually lodged in between his foot and the ground and stopped and then just kind of rolled away. So it's as obvious as it gets. Think about someone dropping a perfect pitch out of the bunker and it lays right next to the hole. It stopped that hard. So we'll have a runner at first. 2 out, 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs. Excuse me. So he'll head to first. The only way that doesn't get overturned is if the third base umpire had called it a swing, which he did not when they challenged it. Or that challenge asked for help. So Braves will keep their challenges. And to the plate is Mauricio Dubon. Smith appears to be okay. First pitch on the way is a sinker. Inside, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Dubon, batting .298 on the year. 2 home runs, 14 RBI. He's cooled off a little bit since the beginning of the season. The 0-1. Turns and fires. Swing. Slices it away. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, blew it right by him, and that'll end the inning. So we'll be back in a flash, trailing 1-0 here on Braves Country Radio. Nats and Braves, Game 4.
Veganism is the sad result of a morally corrupt mind. Reconsider your life.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
When I grow up, I want to work for a woke company.
When I grow up, I want to be hired based on what I look like
rather than my skills.
I want to be judged. I want to get promoted
Based on my chromosomes.
When I grow up, I want to be offended
By my coworkers and walk around the office
on eggshells
and have my words policed by HR. Words like
grandfather,
peanut gallery,
long time no see,
no can do.
When I grow up,
I want to be obsessed with emotional safety
and do workplace sensitivity training
all day long. When I grow up, I want to climb the corporate ladder.
just by following the crowd.
I want to be a conformist. I want to weaponize my pronoun.
Armchair.
So I was talking to my neighbor because I heard some commotion going on at his house. And I was like, what the hell is going on at your house? He said, girl, I had 2 girls fighting over my ass and I had to call the cops. I was like, damn. He said, yeah, I had to call the cops because the ugly one was winning.
One thing to learn as a parent is get you a swear sock. Every time they you off, you put a couple quarters in it. About the time you fill it up enough, you beat the out of them with it.
We would play ball in the afternoon, and down to the auditorium that night, we would all go down to hear Duke Ellington. That's Father, huh? The best in the world. We knew him. You know what I mean? Buddy, buddy. We ate together. This was actually an exciting era. Yeah.
Welcome back. J.R. Ritchie goes back to work. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves trail 1-0. Bottom of the second inning. Young takes the curveball inside, spins him around. It's 1-1. Nationals got on the board with the solo home run. The first pitch seen out of J.R. Ritchie's hand. It was kind of a get-me-over fastball, to be honest, the 1-1 pitch swing. Rolls it on the ground over to first, and it's a 6-3 put-out, one away. And they learned quickly that hitters like James Wood, they're looking for that kind of stuff. J.R. Ritchie, I do expect a good start out of him today. The Braves need it. If things get out of hand, we're going to get a Cookie Carrasco sighting, so buckle up for that if it happens. Cookie was brought back up. This is the pitch on the way, is a sinker at the knees. It's on 1. So if you go back to Tuesday, and lay this out for you, for y'all wondering what's going on with the pitching rotation. You go back to Tuesday when Raylo could only go an inning. Is the four-seam fastball, misses high. 1-0. 1-0 count. Swing. Slaps it towards left, and that's a soft base hit into left field. Yaz will come up with it, and 1 on, 1 out for the Nationals. But when Raylo went just 1 inning, and the Braves had to go get Jose Suarez, that cooked 2 pitchers right there for the next several days. Then you go to Wednesday, and the same thing happens. Didier Fuentes comes out, and he can only make it through 3, and Martin Perez is used. First pitch swinging by Nunez is a rocket sent towards center field, but making the catch on the run out there in the gap is Michael Harris with these 2 down. They had him played pretty well. That was a hard hit ball. JR's got to get his control down a little bit. He's getting a little too much of the plate right now. So if you think about that, those 4 guys go down. Then to top it off, yesterday before the game, we don't find out till afterwards because all that kind of stuff is hush-hush. Dylan Dodd tweaked his back, and they had to put him on the IL. Pitch down and away. Misses. As he flips it over to first real quick. So, long story short, we had 3 pitchers available last night. Pitch on the way, swing, rip down the right field line, and right at Acuna. Acuna cuts it off, fires it to third, and he will have no chance of getting the runner. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. They're sitting dead red. He's getting too much of the plate right now. So when you add that up, and then Dylan Dodd not being available because of the injury, had the Braves gone to extra innings last night, it would have been a problem. So if you remember last night, we saw Lee and then Kinley and then Suarez. That's it. They really didn't have anybody else available except for Joel Payamps. He would have had been the guy as the pitch on the way, and the runner takes off. They're going to try to get him in a pickle because they're trying to get the runner, and now they got the runner at third to home at a pickle, and that pickle's packled. He's done. He jumped out of the baseline, and the Nats run themselves out of the inning. What they were trying to do is purposely get themselves in a rundown to score a run, but instead the Braves thwarted it. Good decision by Dubon to throw behind the runner. We'll be back in a flash.
Hey, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you owe me money saying I ain't forgot about you, it's not a form of payment.
Let's be realistic. It's about value.
Yeah, and your value is low.
Oh, wow. And how do you know that? You're not
because you're 5'4" and 200 pounds.
Okay.
And 37 years old with 2 kids. That's how I know. In Kentucky.
Okay. That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
You never seen my body before, so you just
I don't have to see your body. I know you're 5'4" and almost 200 pounds with 2 kids in Kentucky.
Armchair.
Is this our vacation?
Yeah.
Oh. Are we trash?
Kinda.
Oh.
I was talking to this girl and she said, you know what, I call my the lotto because guys are lucky to hit it. And I turned around and looked at her, I said, I thought you called it that because you're always scratching it.
Great is baseball, the national tonic, the reviver of hope, the restorer of confidence. The Sporting News.
The idea of a baseball game on a sunny spring or summer day is the spontaneity of going. Let's go to the park, you say, at 2 o'clock when the game were played at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's go to the bleachers, and you go and you get a ticket and you sit down. You hadn't thought about it in the morning, but if you were free, you say, for one reason or another. And it was the spontaneity of it. And sitting there in the sunshine and watching experts, good, skilled craftsmen, ply their trade.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging by the Yaz, and he will ground it over to second. They'll get him 4-3, and his struggles continue. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring Ronald Acuna Jr. to the plate. Acuna. First pitch is well outside the zone, called for a strike. Acuna's not going to challenge that one, probably because of all his previous issues with the ABS system. Probably taking a break from it right now. The 0-1. Swing, chops it on the ground, is short, and 6-3, 2 down. 2 easy outs here for Cavalli, and that'll send Drake Baldwin to the plate. "77 degrees here at Nationals Park. The wind's blowing in at 6 miles an hour. Braves came in minus 134 on the money line. Washington plus 123. The over-under is 9. Pitch on the way. One 0, down and in, ball 2, 2-0. Two-0 count, kicks and fires, check swing, peppers it towards the dugout. 2-1. Drake Baldwin, batting .317 on the year. He's 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout, the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, 97. We've yet to see Cade Cavalli. This is the first time the Braves have seen him. 27-year-old. I've seen his name on the stat sheet before, but never had a chance to actually watch him. The 2-2 swing, chops it off the plate, and we'll do it again, knuckle curve. Cavalli, 6'4", 223-pounder out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The 2-2, check swing, went around strike 3, and Drake Baldwin's down on strikes again. Second time today, they'll toss it to first as the ball rolled away, but he'll be out. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the third, trailing 1-0.
I need you to be honest with me.
I am being honest with you, dude.
This is gonna go a lot easier if you're honest.
And I will, yeah, dude.
Yeah. What are you on right now?
Cloud 9. What? On Cloud 9?
No. What are you on right now? You gotta be honest.
I'm on one, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Stop. What are you on right now, man?
TikTok. What? Instagram. All of them. I'm on all of them.
I'm not talking about your ads. Drugs.
Sure, if you got some.
Armchair. What your favorite type of ice cream says about you. If your favorite type of ice cream is chocolate or vanilla, you're a classic person. You tend to keep to yourself. You do have a lot of friends though, and you're a pretty dope person. Now, if your favorite type of ice cream is pistachio, you either have a taste bud issue or you're 50. That's it. Now, chocolate chip cookie dough, you, my friend, are smart, immaculate, beautiful. Now, I don't know why, but when someone says their favorite ice cream is cotton candy, they're either 5 or they smell like the entire Bath and Body Works store. And if your favorite ice cream is coffee, you, my friend, have a coffee addiction. You should probably get that checked out.
Things change so fast in the United States. All of us have the experience, even by the time we're 40 often, of going back to the place where we grew up and finding everything changed. And something about baseball seems to tie us into that change, or to link us, to carry us across the decades and the times. As the new players come up and the old, formerly new players become old, there's a kind of continuity to it that we don't find in our neighborhoods, where the old factory is torn down, condominiums go up, and baseball, for all its changes, continues. 3 strikes are still an out.
Welcome back. Good to see you, Adam Batman Westbury. First pitch on the way is a pop-up from Ruiz, the number 9 hitter, and it's a Lazy fly ball to Michael Harris II. He'll corral it this sunshiny day here at Nationals Park. One down. James Wood smacked a home run his first time up. Only pitch he's seen that from J.R. Ritchie. Feel like the first at bat here, you need to just throw one out of the zone, see if he'll still chase. Righty lefty pitch on the way. Bends a curveball outside wide. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Wood. Kicks and fires, swing, rips it towards right field, but right there is Acuna. Pretty hard hit ball, hanging changeup, but quickly 2 down. I don't know if we've ever done James Wood before with this, but 6'6", 234. For those of y'all who are not aware how big that kid is, out of Rockville, Maryland. He played his high school ball at an academy in Bradenton, Florida, so the IMG Academy. So you know that dude, hey, 2 things. He had money, parents had money, and he had talent. The 0-1, swing, chops it foul. 0-2. Garcia, the batter, 0 for 1 on the day with the ground out to second. He's batting .250 on the year. Good to see you, John. The 0-2 down and in, 1-2. Dash, Uncle Charlie, Mark. Who else do we have in here today? Adam Batman Westbury, big trucking. Tread. Right said tread. The 1-2 caught, looking strike 3. Punched him out at the curveball on the outer edge. Smacking the black. We'll be back in a flash, trailing 1-0.
You saved $1 a day for a year. Do you know how much money you'd have? Roughly $30,000.
What did you eat before and after a match?
The pre-match meal was probably 3 Miller Lights and 2 Tylenols. That was the pre-match meal. And then afterwards, the post-match meal was probably 12 Miller Lights.
What your birthday says about you, friend group edition. If you were born the 24th to the 26th, then you are the partier. You're friends with everybody. You don't care who comes over, who has a good time with you, as long as you're there. If you were born the 6th, then you're definitely the weird one out of the group, but you're still really funny and people love to hang out with you. Now, if you were born the 14th through the 16th, you were definitely more of the quiet person. You'd rather just have all your friends come over, watch movies, whatever, but you'll still go out. Now, if you were born the 9th or the 10th, then you're the type of person that tries to get out of everything. You don't want to party, you don't want to do anything, you just want to sit home by yourself.
On June 3rd, 1932, Lou Gehrig did something even Babe Ruth had never done. He hit 4 home runs in a single game. But that extraordinary feat got him few headlines the next day. Something even more important to baseball had happened. John McGraw was leaving the game.
After 30 years of continuous services, John Joseph McGraw has resigned as manager of the Giants. At the age of 59, Mr. McGraw steps down because of failing health, with his Giants in last place. Mr. McGraw was a product of the old school of baseball, when fistfights were common, when red liquor was sold at all the park, when only ladies of questionable social standing attended the game. To the end, he was faithful to his truculent creed. The last official act he performed as manager of the Giants was to file a protest with the league against Bill Clem, the umpire. Joe Williams, New York World Telegram.
He died 2 years later, mourned by many as the greatest of all baseball managers, the winner of 10 pennants.
Welcome back. 1-0 your score. And leading off is Matt Olson. He'll take the first pitch. Down in him for a ball. It's 1-0. Olson singled on an infield single that he just kind of tapped down the line back in the second inning. First inning, excuse me. The 1-0 outside wide, 2-0. 2-0 count. Brings it. 2-1 right there on the outer edge. The 2-1 pitch. Swing! Fouls it back. Right in on his hands. 2-2. Pitch on the way to Olson is a four-seam fastball in on the inner cut. He'll foul it away. This kid Cavalli's got pretty good. You know, I read his scouting report. There was nothing talking about the fact that he's got 97-mile-an-hour fastball. You'd think that would have jumped up at him. So a 2-2 as Olson steps out of the box for a second. The 2-2 pitch. Swing! That ball's hammered towards right center field. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. Up against the wall. Matt Olson heads towards second, and it's a leadoff double for your Atlanta Braves to start the fourth inning. Let's go, Braves country!
This is not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
First pitch on the way to Austin Riley is a sweeper inside. For a strike, it's 0-1, the 0-1. Kicks and fires, swing, rifles that towards right field. High, and that ball's going to get down. That ball's going to go up against the wall as Wood gets it. Olson had to hold up. But Austin Riley will have a double. No RBI on the play, but we've got runners at second and third and nobody out.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
So coming to the plate is Ozzie Albies. He swings at the first pitch, high and deep into right field. This should score Olson. Here comes the throw from Wood, and he'll rifle it up the line. Bad throw, and Riley goes from second to third, and your Atlanta Braves have tied up the game. Good job by Ozzie to get the run home. That's what you're looking for. First pitch to Michael Harris is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Had a bumpy opening because of the change first pitch time. I looked it up, and they actually changed it to 105, but they didn't throw it till 110, though it was originally supposed to be 115. So I don't know what the hell's going on. It sounds like Washington, D.C. to me. The 1-0 pitch, swing. Slice it towards left center field, and that's going to be a run. Your Atlanta Braves will take the 2-1 lead. Michael Harris at first, RBI single, and Austin Riley coming home. So a good piece of hitting there by Money Mike.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Keep trying to sneak this one in, but it's hard because so much has been going on as we try to do.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back.
Roll call here.
Roll call. Yeah. Roll call.
First pitch on the way is swung on and fouled down the first base line by Dominic Smith. It's 0-1. If we miss you, just jump into the chat and say hi. I tried to jot him down at the break, and then all hell broke loose in this inning. Good to see you, Dan, Tom, Techney. Rest in peace, Crimson. Raymond, as the toss goes over to first to Michael Harris II. Gary the Real McCoy, Chop Shop, PETA, Uncle Charlie, WCF, Alfonso, James Fisher King, James Ray, Tim, Deb Up, Step Up, Beanfoot as they toss it over to first again, and close, but no cigar. If he held on to the ball, he might have gotten himself an out, but the ball came out of his glove. It was a very close move. Ball actually rolled under Michael. Where did we leave off here? James Fisher King, James Ray, Tim, Deb Up, Step Up, Beanfoot, Chris Brown, Bugs, AR Angles, the 0-1 pitch. That ball's going to get dropped into left center field. That ball's a base hit. And Michael Harris will stop at second base. And it is a 1-out single for the Dominator.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Trip, good to see you.
United States of you just got nominated.
See if we missed anybody else. Tree Nug, I don't think we got you earlier. Quick mound visit from Ruiz, the hind catcher, to Cavalli. I think we got Chop Shop, but I'm not 100% sure. I wrote that one down. Timothy Tucker. Timmy! Mauricio Dubon, the batter, first and second, 1 out. First pitch upstairs, knuckle curve. It's 0-1. Dubon, who struck out swinging his first time up. The 0-1. As was, good to see you. JJ96. I think we got Tread, not 100% sure, but good to see you, Tread. No, we got Trip. I think this one's new. Ford. Janet, the 0-1. Inside, throws it down to first behind the runner, and good dive by Smith. So first and second, 1 out. Welcome in, Janet. I'm assuming this is your first time. Pull up an armchair. You're home. Fitting, good to see you. The 1-1 right there on the outer edge, called for a strike. 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Garrett. Brando. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, punched him out on the track. Strike 3. Don't challenge it, Dubon. I know you're thinking it, man, but that was a strike. 2 down. Second strikeout on the day. He actually looked back at the dugout, the third base dugout of the Braves. First of all, once you look back, you're not going to be able to challenge anyways because they're going to look at it as, did you get help? But second of all, he would have lost that challenge. 2 on, 2 out. The first pitch to the Yaz is a knuckle curve at the knees. It's 0-1. Nine River from Japan. USA 45. The 0-1 swing and a miss. 0-2. Welcome in, Garrett. Glad to see you're a part of the gang. 2 on, 2 out. Yaz just trying to find any way to get aboard. Acuna stands on deck. The pitch, swing, and he'll punch it foul down the first base line. In on his hands. We'll do it again. That's one of those ones you typically see it break your bat, but the bat appears to be okay. Trying to get Yaz off the schneid, batting just .211 on the year. Of course, they signed him to a 2-year, $23 million deal, and so far it has not panned out, but still a long way to go. The 0-2 to the Yaz. Swing and rolls that foul down the first base line. when it's all said and done, I do think it was a pretty good signing because he's going to give you good defense. We know that. He's a very good base runner when he gets on. And he has been a streaky hitter over his career, and the Braves are really just asking him to platoon most of the time. The 0-2, swing, fouls that off his instep. We'll do it again. You still got Eli White that can face left-handers, and they were put into a tough position. Remember, when they signed Yaz, the idea was he was going to be straight platoon and left. Your designated hitter was going to be Jerickson Profar. And during this whole time with Sean Murphy being out, Drake would have typically been behind the plate most days. Heim would have just been there to basically collect balls. He would have caught every once in a while, but it wouldn't have been very often. The 0-2. Swing, rips it foul. Making them work if nothing else. The fourth foul ball of the at-bat. It's still 0-2, so this will be pitch number 7. The 0-2. Cavalli turns and kicks inside, almost gets him in the foot. 1-2. One-two count. 2 on, 2 out. Runners at first and second. The pitch down and in. 2-2. Dominic Smith at first. Harris at second. So anything that gets down to the outfield should score. Cavalli with the very long inning. He had a couple of quick innings. We're here in the top of the fourth, and he's now at 61 pitches. The 2-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike 3, punched him out on the inner track, and that'll end the inning. Looked like a strike. Yaz didn't like the call, but looked like it just got the inner part. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 2 on the board. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR Thursday Matinee.
I asked my wife what she wanted for Valentine's Day, and she said a divorce. I said I wasn't planning on spending that much money.
In the late 50s and early 60s, the state of Florida was responsible for 2/3 of all loss-of-limb accident claims in the U.S., due largely to one town, Vernon, Florida. This was because Vernon was the site of a widespread insurance scam where residents would dismember themselves for a payout. The problem was so extensive that the town became known as Nub City for this very reason. One man claimed he shot his foot when he mistook it for a squirrel. These claims generally received payouts of $5,000 to $10,000, but as the scam went on, the claims increased in value as the residents became bolder. This practice finally ended in the late 60s when premium rates became too high.
I am sick. I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
Just so y'all know, I am too old to be going out anywhere past 10 p.m. Please only invite me to brunch and day parties.
Satchel was just about some of everything. He was like, we had a good baseball team. When Satchel pitched, we had a great baseball team.
Number one, that's a fastball. He called that his midnight rider. The changeup, he called that 4-day creeper.
He kicked his leg impossibly high before pitching. Then he'd throw around that foot.
I was playing with Toledo Crawford, the first team in 1940, and I heard about Satchel. So I said, well, I'm going to stay up here a whole week after the season over and see Satchel, because I'd never seen him before. So I was up in the grandstand, bashful like I was, you know. I'm way up by myself, and the game started, and Satchel threw the ball. I didn't see anything. The man threw the ball back. He threw it again. I didn't see nothing. I said, he playing shot a ball? So next inning, I went down there where behind the stop. I just saw a little glimpse. He was throwing the ball. But in the grandstand, I couldn't see him.
First pitch is a cutter from J.R. Ritchie to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Braves lead it 2-1. The ball was called for a strike to Tanya, the number 3 hitter. And the 0-1, they're going to challenge that. I think we're going to get that one. That was at the bottom of the zone, bottom corner. So it looked like we did get it. Quick ABS check and good challenge by the Drake, and there's 2 strikes on Tanya. Tanya, the DH. He does a straight platoon. There's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball. Strike 3. Richie with his 3rd strikeout of the day. Righty lefty as C.J. Abrams comes to the plate. He takes a cutter right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside 4-seamer. 1-1. 1-1 count. Inside. Cutter misses. Ball 2, 2-1. So 2-1 to Abrams. CJ, swing. That ball's belted. High and deep, and we're tied. 2-2. Ball was absolutely smoke shot. A hanger, and she is gone. 426 feet over the right center field wall. Just like that. 2 jacks on the day for the Washington Nationals, and it's 2-2. Righty, Jacob Young, the batter, takes a sinker there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball off the edge. Oh, 2 count. Turns and fires. Down and away. Braves 2, Nationals 2. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Hope y'all are enjoying your Thursday afternoon wherever you are. The 1-2 pitch, swing, chops it foul, do it again. I think we need a soundbite or something. I'll have to work on that in the next off day, but where do you hail from? Always good to know where you're listening from around this great globe. I know we got the one gentleman that's, or actually I don't know if it's a lady or gentleman, but the one person that said they were listening from Japan is the 1-2 4-seam fastball, scalded towards the right field seats, but foul. We'll do it again. Barry's in Sweet Home, Alabama. So ironic that song was written by Florida boys. Houston, North Carolina, Georgia is the 1-2. Down and away. Did he go around? He did not. First base umpire Backus says he did not go. The 2-2 caught, looking strike 3. Punched him out on the curveball, and there's 2 down. What is that, his 4th strikeout of the day? It is. He's given up 2 home runs. He hasn't walked anybody. Japan. Someone from Dubai earlier. Marion, I'm assuming that's Indiana, but grew up in Georgia. Is the 4-seam fastball down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Dothan. I've told that story before, but I lost my Dothan. I lost my wallet in Dothan one night when I was a teenager. The 1-1 pitch, swing, rips it into right center field. Good cutoff by Acuna. He'll keep that to a long single. Ronald Acuna Jr., a good defense out there, and Lyle stands at first with a 2-out single, bringing Nunez to the plate. Grenada, Sarasota, Florida. I don't know what the blue Pop-Tarts thing is from Donald, but it made me laugh. Kentucky, Georgia, Phoenix. I think we already got Houston. See if there's any others at the bottom. Columbia, South Carolina, Kansas City. The four-seam fastball is swung on and banged up the middle, but a good play by Dubon. He took a few steps back to catch it on the hop. Fires it to first, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Nationals tie it up. We'll try to get the lead when we return. We go to the fifth inning here in Braves country.
War's over, man. Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live.
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. You're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value.
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! I'm just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right.
We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a We struck the mother lode!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember?
Fuck, I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
First pitch is a sweeper off the edge. For a strike to Acuna, it's 0-1, the 0-1. As Cavalli, 63 pitches in. Turns and fires, curveball in the dirt, 1-1. 1-1 count. Cavalli comes set, brings it. Swing ripped up the middle, and that's a worm burner. That's going to get through for a base hit, and maybe that'll get Acuna's back going. Seems like he takes 2 steps forwards and 1 step back, but hopefully this will get him off the... I mean, if we're being honest, Acuna hasn't really been Acuna yet this year.
Bravo.
He gets hot, he can carry the offense by himself. It's remarkable the Braves are sitting at 17-8, leading the way in the major leagues. The first pitch on the way is inside knuckle curve. 1-0. And yet we have really gotten minimal from Acuna. The Yaz, for that matter, the 1-0. Down and in for a ball to the Drake, 2-0. Now this man has been hitting. He's been carrying the load. Drake Baldwin batting .314 on the year. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today, but 7 home runs and .937 OPS. There was a question up on X today asking, is the 2-0 pitch swing, slices it foul, 2-1. And I could be wrong on this, but I think it was Major League Baseball Network that was asking the question, who's the most underrated player in baseball? And I saw several people, even non-Braves fans, these were just fantasy baseball fans as well, that were putting Drake Baldwin's name in the mix, the 2-1. upstairs, misses, but that's going to get challenged. I do believe they're going to get this one correct. That looked like it hit the top of the zone, waiting for the ABS to kick in. And yeah, it's a strike all day long. The only thing that makes sense on that one, why home plate umpire Seagal missed that one so badly, is the way he sits behind the catcher. His view might have been blocked, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Chase that knuckle curve off the edge. That was not a strike, but Drake Baldwin just having a hard time figuring out Cavalli. He just gave a look out to the mound like, where the hell did you come from? Don't you know who I am? You're not supposed to be striking me out 3 times in one game. Did y'all see that Taijuan Walker got released by the Phillies today? First pitch swinging by Matt Olson. That ball is rocketed down the right field line, but just foul. It's 0-1. He had another bad outing against the Cubs, and that was it. They're bringing up one of their youngsters. I think it was Norman, but I wasn't jotting it down at the time, so I don't have it in front of me. Kind of felt like that was coming. Someone will pick him up. Someone will give him another chance, but he's just been really bad this year. The 0-1 right there on the outer edge, 0-2. I think it might be time for the hard conversation with him. Whoever picks him up is time to put you in the bullpen and get you to just master 2 pitches and go from there. The 0-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cavalli, 9 strikeouts on the day. I knew it was up there. Hadn't checked it in a few batters. Man, if you streamed him on fantasy today, you're bringing it. You streamed him in one of those like underdog tournaments in the early slate. You've got to be feeling good. First pitch is upstairs for a strike to Austin Riley. It's 0-1. Every time I mention that, I'll get off the air and then go check all my fantasy teams and find out I'm going up against the guy in like 6 leagues. The 0-1 count. Turns and kicks. Right there, P at the knees. 0-2. Got the NFL draft tonight. For you football fans that actually care about such things. Curious where your mind's out on that, who you think your team's going to take. The 0-2, outside, wide, 1 and 2. It's kind of nice to have the Braves play a day game with that going on tonight. We're going to meet up with some friends and get a little sideways. We'll be back here tomorrow for a doubleheader. Braves and Phillies. It's a late night doubleheader, one of the few that we're doing this year. The 1-2, outside wide, 2 and 2. It's a late night doubleheader. For those of y'all who may be new to the channel, we do it all during the postseason, MLB postseason. But the late night doubleheaders, we're not doing a whole ton of them during the regular season, but it's the Cubs and Dodgers following the Braves and Phillies. As the 2-2 fouls it back, we'll do it again. So Austin Riley trying to stop Cavalli from striking out the side and on top of that. We got a tie ball game here in the 5th. Ozzie Albies on deck. Brings it down and away, 3 and 2. Oh, our favorite reliever in the National League East, Richard Lovelady, warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals. The swing and a miss, 3-2. And that'll end the inning. That is strikeout number 10 for Cavalli. That might be it for him. If so, what an outing he's had. We'll be back in just a moment. Braves and Nationals tied at 2. Bottom of 5 we go.
Y'all, I can't wait for my daughter to get her first car. First thing I'm going to do is stomp out a bag of hot Cheetos in the carpet and pour some soda all over the back seat.
So someone today accused me of being a racist, and I've got to say, I don't think it has anything to do with your skin color at all. I think it has everything to do with your species. I don't know if you know this, but humans, we suck, dude. We suck, bro. It has nothing to do with your skin color. Don't care. You're a human, dude. You probably suck. 9 times out of 9.5 times, you suck, bro. We all do, bro. We are selfish, self-centered, ungrateful, ugly, ignorant, nasty people, bro. Have you met a dog before? Those are cool as
Dad, what? I was wondering if I could plan the family New Year's Eve party.
No.
What? Why not?
Because your mother always plans it.
What the heck? Just let me be in charge this one time.
The only thing you're in charge of is your own
bodily
functions.
Yeah, you say that every time.
I mean it every time.
Come on, how come you get to make all the rules?
I'm following the only rule that matters, the golden rule, jackass.
What's the golden rule?
He who has the gold makes the rules.
Oh my God.
What do you expect me to do? I mean, that's what I get paid to do. Did you see us play UCLA? I mean, if you're not going to try to motivate somebody after that, then I'll be damned if I should even get paid.
See, Satchel did to black baseball just what Ruth did to white baseball. See, because Ruth kept the franchises going. This Ruth, after the Black Sox scandal, here comes a Ruth, and he brings it back. And this is the same thing that happened to us. This Satchel came. This is a guy that the people wanted to see, and he never failed.
The average black player was paid $200 to $300 a month. Page made several times that amount.
Welcome back. 2-2 your score, bottom of the 5th inning, and the Nationals will send the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate. Vivas, first pitch swinging, bangs it down the line, foul. It's 0-1. Vivas singled to right field his first time up. Man, if this guy ever shows up in Braves country, we've got all kinds of emojis and everything ready for him. You got Vivas Las Vegas, and tell me that name. Every time I hear it, it reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. 1-1 count. Swing, chops it foul. 1-2. The 1-2. High and out of the zone. 4-seam fastball. 2-2. Only a couple of games going on outside of Nationals Park today at this time as the 2-2 pitch. Swing pops it up down the third base side. High and into foul territory. Into the seats. 2-2. Tigers, they're in Detroit, leading the Brew Crew 2-1 in the 5th. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing. He looked like he ran around. Did he get him? He did. Strike 3. Got him with the bender in on the knees. Strikeout number 5 for Richie, and he hit his over. Well, I hit the wrong button, but you get the idea. First pitch swinging by Ruiz is swung on and laced foul. The bat was laced foul into the seat. Somehow it ended up with the fans. How did that get there? Did they not have netting there? I guess it got over the net. It hit the netting and landed in the seats. And one of the patrons has it. His kid wants him to give it to him, but they're going to retrieve it. They're probably going to give him some kind of a gift. Usually what they do is they'll give you a bat in return, but it's just not the one that's the player's bat. The 0-1, down and in, 1-1, check swing. He's getting some left-handers to chase on that bender down and in. I've liked what I've seen so far from Richie. Obviously, he's far from a finished product. The 1-1 pitch, swing, lifts it. Into left field, the Yaz will cruise on over, make the catch. F7, 2 down. Well, Dash, they're going up against a pretty good right-hander as well. Sometimes you got to tip the cap to your opponent. Baseball is a hard sport. It's not like football or basketball where points just come at will. Speaking of someone who can score at will, James Wood coming to the plate. He's already smacked a home run, his third in the series. 10 home runs on the year, 21 RBI, the 1-0. Right there for a four-seamer, just missed inside, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget sometimes if you haven't played the sport or if you haven't played it in a while is the 2-0 pitch right there on the outer edge. 2-1. It's the hardest sport to play in the world for a reason. You're trying to hit a round object with a round object while it's coming at you and you don't know which direction it's coming or going. The 2-1 pitch right there. Four-seamer just missed his spot. 3-1. Cubs and Phillies are just getting underway in Wrigley. That's the only other game going on right now is the 3-1 right there on the outer edge. Wood wants to challenge that. I don't think, well, we'll see. It's close. And he's going to lose his challenge. How about that? Tell you what, I like the way Washington does their challenge on their screen. Putting it side by side with the Braves. They're much quicker than what the Braves version is. The payoff pitch right there at the knees. They didn't call it, and we're going to challenge that. Richie was actually heading to the dugout because he thought it was a strike too. It looked like a strike, and if so, bang! Strikeout number 6 for the youngster. He's doing the do. We are going to head to the top of the 6th, 2-2 in your nation's capital.
Foreigners! I f***ing hate foreigners. It's such bull. Like they don't know how to tip. Oh, they know. Oh, yeah, they f***ing know.
I don't know why you have to get dressed before me.
Leave me alone.
You know good and well that
I'm trying to enjoy my bacon and eggs.
you haven't got bacon and eggs.
You reckon?
Super marriage tip. When your wife makes a mistake, consistently remind her about it. She will be grateful for you for bringing it up on a consistent basis as a means to help her better herself.
But you know, of all the things that I've done, this has always been number one, baseball. The commercials, the films, the television series. I could never wait for everything to get over to get back to baseball. And to all of you baseball fans around America and any place else, for your letters, your thoughts, your kindness for all of these years. It's been a great run, but number one has always been baseball for me. No matter what else I ever did, baseball was the only way I wanted to go. I thank you very much for your attention today. Thank you for having me, and congratulations to everybody here. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, I think you should diet.
What?
Just think it's time for you to diet.
Can you explain?
I mean, it'd probably boost your self-esteem. You'd probably feel a lot better.
Uh-huh.
I mean, most women at this point get tired of it.
Tired of what?
Tired of the blonde hair. I mean, aren't you ready for like brunette or even red? I like redheads. I mean, you've been talking about it.
Oh, I thought I was gonna murder you today.
Kay Cavalli fires the first pitch up and in to Ozzie Albies. Dances out of the way of the knuckle curve. It's 1-0. 1-0. For those of y'all listening on radio, they're talking about the NHL playoffs in the chat. This is the 1-0 pitch. Dixon fires. Outside wide 2-0. I just haven't caught a whole lot of it. My teams aren't in it, so that's number one. But number two, with all the baseball coverage we do now, it's really hard to watch anything that isn't Braves related. The 2-0 swing, chops it foul, 2-1. Usually have different baseball games on in the back, but it's rare that I put anything else. I used to love the NHL playoffs, though. They're just Nashville Predators get back into it. I'll probably be more interested in it. The 2-1 count. Turns and kicks. Drops a knuckle curve. So Cavalli back out there. He is at 84 pitches. So they're trying to get him through the sixth. And I'll tell you what, he's got some good stuff. Braves had him on the ropes there in the fourth, but other than that, he's done well. The 2-2 pitch. That ball slapped down into right field, and it's a leadoff single for Ozzie Albies in your Atlanta Braves. Hung one up in the zone.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
If he gets deeper in the tournament, as was, I'll probably be pulling for the Lightning. I'm just not a Lightning fan per se, so I won't catch it in the early going. The NHL and NBA playoffs are so long, and they go 7 innings, as they're going to take it quick. Cavalli's done for the day. Blake Butera, the manager of the Nationals, went out to get him. So while that goes on, we'll stay here with you. Talk a few things outside the world of Major League Baseball. Like the draft in the NBA and NHL playoffs, but they're just so long. They both go 7 games in every single round. You know, it starts in April, and I'm like, it doesn't end until like mid-June. I really don't have to tune in till like Memorial Day, to be honest with you. If your team's not in it, if your team's in it, it's a different thing. Buddy of mine, we grew up Boston Celtic fans, basketball Boston Celtic fans, because we played the game as kids all the way growing up and whatnot, and they were the only team that ever got televised in our neighborhood. So we grew up on them, and we were talking the other day. I mean, you got to realize, till 5 years ago, it was by far his favorite sport. The NBA, forget it, it was his favorite sport. And then they turned him off by some of the things that they did during the COVID and all that kind of junk. But anyways, he told me, he said, man, I still watch the Celtics, but I only watch it because of our childhood. He goes, if it wasn't for that, there's no way. I was like, yeah, to be honest with you, man, I tried to watch the tail end. Atlanta was playing New York the other day, and I tuned in at the very end when the Braves game ended. And I just kept watching and thinking to myself, I don't even recognize this sport anymore. It's not the sport I grew up on. We used to have tough, hard-nosed defense in the playoffs. Now they're all just chucking it from behind the three-point line. It's unwatchable. Cavalli's done, and Dick Lovelady on, the left-hander. Richard fires one outside wide. Sinker misses. It's 1-0. Odd statement, Tim, but so Nashville was the 1-0 pitch right there for a strike. 1-1. The color green. I mean, if that's the reason why you grew up as a kid, I honestly will take it. The 1-0. 1-1 swing, slices it foul, 1-2. One-two count. I respect that more than any fan who just starts pulling for a team because they're good, right? I don't remember all these Dodger fans when I was growing up. Now they're everywhere. Those Dodger fans when I was growing up, they were Yankees and Red Sox fans. 1-2 count. Swing, slices it towards center field, and Michael Harris has another base hit, and we'll have runners at first and second, and nobody out.
What the Hey, know about that.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, Adam, honestly, even when they won the championship in 24, and I watched it all, but I didn't have the same excitement that I had when they won it in, what was it before? 08-09 season, I think it was the last one before that. Lefty, Dominic Smith drops one down. Did he go around? He did. It's 0-1. When I was a kid, we'll say from the age of 13-ish till about 19 or 20, the NBA was neck and neck with me with any other sport. Like I loved them all, but I loved basketball because I played it. So it was a little different than the 0-1. Drops a bunt down right in front of home plate. A good toss to first, but a great bunt. Who knew Dominic Smith can drop a bunt? That was a good professional bunt. You know what? That's worth a hit.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Don't sleep on that. You don't see that a whole lot anymore, especially a guy like Dominic Smith who's a slugger. They left him in instead of pinch hitting.
You just got nominated.
And I love that idea with nobody out and speed on the base pass and dropping that bunt. Mauricio Dubon, four-seamer. This is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Dubon has struck out first two times, but that was when Cavalli was on the mound. Adam Silver. Oh, Silver? Adam Silver killed the NBA? Yeah, I think it was a combination. The 1-0, swing, rolls it over to first. The throw's going to come home, and they've got Ozzie in a rundown. And instead of running down into a pickle, he just stops and gets tagged. So a bad job by Ozzie Albies. A, bad job of reading that. And then B, when you get caught in a rundown, don't be lazy. Go back and forth between third and home to allow Michael to be able to find his way down to third base. And if you do it well enough, I mean, he just stopped and let himself get tagged. That was lazy base running by Ozzie Albies. It's a little surprising. I don't know if he just got caught basically deer in a headlight type of thing, but you've got to get run down and make them, because first of all, you don't know if they're going to make the mistake and throw the ball away. But the other thing is you get Michael from second to third with his speed, and Dubon's got pretty good speed. We could have had second and third right now. Instead, it's first and second. Coming to the plate is Eli White. He'll come on for the Yaz. First pitch on the way to Eli. It slices it foul. It's 0-1. So the 0-1 count. Brings it. Swing. Slaps the sweeper just down the left field line. Just foul. 0-2. And I still, if I'm scrolling through social media, one of the first things that'll get me to stop is videos of old school basketball. Like the old school NBA. I'm talking about anything before the 1990s. Even into the mid-90s, it was still pretty darn good. The 0-2 swing and a miss, strike three, four-seam fastball, and Lovelady gets out of danger. So the Braves threaten but can't get across. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 2-2 here in Washington.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, bud?
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I wanted to be a rock star.
Why didn't you become one?
'Cause of you, bud. I smiled at one girl in a cell phone store, and now here I am stuck eating cereal for dinner with a kid.
You'll always be a rock star to me, Dad.
You ruined my life.
Throw it again, please. Throw it again. Ozuna down the left field line, and we're tied at 5.
quotes in Spartan history. When King Agesilaus was questioned about how Sparta lacked fortifications, he would merely point at his men and say, "These are Sparta's walls." When the aging king was asked, "How far do Sparta's boundaries reach?" he simply held out his spear and answered, "As far as this can reach." When King Philip was expanding his empire across Greece, he sent a letter to the current Spartan king, asking if he wanted him to enter his lands as a friend or a foe. The only response Philip ever received was a single-word reply, "Neither." When King Philip of Macedon sent a message to Sparta, he said, "If once I enter into your territories, I will destroy ye all, never to rise again." The Spartans' reply was simply the word, "if."
Armchair.
Satchel Paige had a good arm, a strong arm with no muscles. He had just like a slingshot. I grabbed his arm one day. I said, "Hey, Satchel," I said, "you ain't got muscles." He said, "No, but I can sling that ball up there."
He knew how to pitch. See, that's one thing. And then, you know, when he got ready to warm up, he wouldn't look for no plate or glove. He'd try to find him a piece of chewing gum or match them. He said, "This is what I'm aiming at." See, and he would throw it. And then another thing about Satchel, when he was on the road, he liked to drive fast. So I was driving, and so we was going from Little Rock to New Orleans. He says, he called me home, y'all. He said, "Hey, homie." He said, "Pull over." I said, "What for, Satch?" He said, "There's a man behind us in a wheelbarrow." He said, "We want to let him by." I was doing about 80, you know, and so, hey, at that rate, you know, hey, I wasn't going fast enough for him.
First pitch from J.R. Ritchie is a bender off the plate. Outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Ritchie just at 61 pitches as we start the sixth inning. The 1-0. Garcia, number 2 hitter. Swing, pops it up. Lazy fly ball in the center field. Harris will have to wait for it to come down. He'll make the grab, and there is one away. And not only has he pitched pretty well, if he could go 7 innings, that would be huge to reset this bullpen. And if he's not needed today, don't expect Carlos Carrasco to necessarily make it to the weekend with the Braves. First pitch down and away. Changeup misses. It's 0-1. He was basically brought up so that if Ritchie struggled, someone could eat some innings. The 0-1, changeup outside, 1-1. Which means he would be DFA'd, which means he would have to go through the process again. He'd probably get back to the Braves because nobody's jumping at the bit to sign him. 1-1 count right there for a strike, 1-2. But that kind of depth is invaluable, and if let's say he does get picked up, then the Braves will go grab somebody else. It's one of those things where it's good to have a veteran in that place. Is the 1-2 outside wide, curveball in the dirt, 2-2. 2-2 count. Braves 2, Nats 2, bottom of the 6th. The pitch from Ritchie. Titania. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the changeup on the outer edge, and that is strikeout number 7 for JR. And that'll bring CJ Abrams to the plate. Abrams, first pitch swinging, takes a hack at the slider down and in. It's 0-1. The 0-1. That's the J.R. Ritchie emoji for those of y'all who may not have seen it yet. The 0-1 pitch. Right there for a strike. Excuse me, a ball. 1-1. Thought he had motioned that he had gone. 1-1, down and in. 4-seamer. Two-one count. Good morning or good evening to you, Kara. I'm not sure what time it is where you're at. The 2-1 down and in. Ball 3-1. 3-1 count if you're just joining us. James Wood led the game off on the first pitch, hitting a home run off of J.R. Ritchie. Ritchie gave up another home run in the 4th, but other than that, he's been pretty darn good, the 3-1. Down and in, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. And that is the first walk by J.R. Ritchie versus 7 strikeouts, 5 hits allowed in 72 pitches here in the 6th. Young, the batter, and he's a hard player to double up. Jacob Young, one of the fastest runners in Major League Baseball. Batting .256 on the year. Righty-righty. First pitch swinging, pops it up. Will stay in play. Foul territory. Olsen giving chase, and it will not. Bounce behind the first base dugout of the Nationals. 0-1. The 0-1 count. Flips it over to first real quick. Keep the runner close by. Kicks and fires. Inside, curveball. 1-1. JR got Young struck out looking his last time up in the 4th. The 1-1 pitch, high and out of the zone, 2-1. He may be running out of gas here. Pitch coming in at 93 and out of the zone. He's only at 75 pitches, but you got to figure it's your first major league start. The adrenaline, it cooks you. The 2-1 pitch swing. Chops a foul 2-2. And I don't know what time he got in last night, but our pitcher last night, Didier Fuentes, said that he did not get until 8 p.m. the night before, and how that dealt with your sleeping schedule. And this is a day game. There's just no telling for the youngster. Done admirable work in a spot start. The 2-2. Flips it over to first real quick. Good move, but runner back in time. He's expected to go back down no matter what because the Braves do have an off day on Monday. 2-2 count. He's the number 3 prospect in the Braves organization. Number 2 was the gentleman last night, Fuentes. The 2-2 pitch swing, smokes it over towards third. Riley's got it, fires it to first. Wide turn by the runner at second, but he'll slam on the brakes. And that'll end the inning. Braves go through 6. It's all knotted up at 2. J.R. Ritchie, if that was your last, what a great performance.
It's fine. We'll buy it and we'll return it.
All sales are final.
Come on. I'll show you what's final, you I will burn you alive like the last you crossed me.
Okay, all right. That's not getting us anywhere, okay? She's hot.
I went hot real fast. It just happened.
Y'all, my wife and I have been happily married for 16 years. The other day I decided to watch a movie without her, and all of a sudden I'm moving funny.
American history lesson. You don't know nothing about Lady Liberty standing there in the harbor with her torch on high, screaming out to all the nations of the world, send me your poor, your deadbeats, your filthy. And all the nations sent them in here. They come swarming in like ants. And they're all free to live where they feel safe. And they bust your head if you go in there. That's what makes America great, buddy.
Here's Jackson, the last time at bat possibly in Reggie Jackson's career. Listen to the crowd. Broken bat up the middle, base hit, Reggie Jackson.
Anyone else find functional alcoholics fascinating? Like, these will drink a 30-pack of the most disgusting beer on earth, get blackout drunk, and then wake up the next morning at 6:30 a.m. and go to a manual labor job in the direct sunlight where they work all day. The only thing that they'll consume is like a gas station hot dog and Mountain Dew, and they will be totally fine, and then when they're done work, go right back to drinking again and do the whole thing all over.
One of the things about baseball is the imagination of people, and something remarkable happens. I was there in their imaginations. When Babe Ruth allegedly pointed to right field bleachers before hitting his home run there against the Cubs in that World Series, I've had at least maybe 100 people tell me, I was there. If everybody who said they were ready that Cubs Park would seat 500,000 people.
2-2, top of the 7th inning, and the top of the order for the Braves. First pitch to Ronald Acuna Jr. is a curveball upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 upstairs. Curveball once again. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. It's Perez, Senor Perez coming on. Left-hander with the 6.17 ERA. The pitch in the dirt, 1-2. One-two count. Kicks and fires. Swing, rolls it foul. We'll do it again. Braves 2, Nats 2. Acuna digging in. The 1-2 from Perez. Outside wide, four-seam fastball. 2-2. Philadelphia leads Chicago 1-0 in the second. The Cubs are threatening. That is the 2-2 pitch. Check swing, went around, strike three. Acuna. 1 for 4 on the day with the strikeout. 1 down. Phillies come to Atlanta next, and the really good news out of this, if you're keeping track of it, is that the filthy Sanchez, Christopher Sanchez, is pitching today, so we won't see him in Atlanta. And the Braves, the first pitch is inside for a slurve. It's 1-0. Braves had originally had Chris Sale scheduled for today, but because of everything that moved around, the musical chairs that happened, he'll pitch Sunday's game against Philly. The 1-0 turns and fires. Inside, 2-0. 2-0 count. Tomorrow night, double apple broadcast. We're doing Braves and Dodgers. Then after that, it'll be Braves and Phillies, and then Cubs and Dodgers, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock Eastern. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Keeps trying to throw that slurve, keeps missing with it. Cubs have tied it up. It's 1-1 now. In the bottom of the second with Philly, the 3-0. Inside ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. Just get the Braves going here in the top of the 7th inning. Matt Olson, the batter. First pitch on the way is a sinker in on his hands. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Brings it high and inside. Little chin music. 2-0. That's going to get a quick mound visit from Ruiz. Try to settle him down. Runner at first. 1 out. They set up outside on the 2-0 pitch to Olson. Swing and a miss. Sinker. About letter high, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Rips it over towards center field. That's through for a base hit, and that's a long single. And the Drake is going to move from first to third, and a good piece of hitting there by Matt Olson. It was a worm burner.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House.
In between the 4-6 hole.
Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
And your Atlanta Braves have the go-ahead run here in the 7th inning, 90 feet away, bringing Austin Riley to the plate. So he's looking for a fly ball, anything to get that run home. Washington is in double play depth. Lefty-righty swing, rolls the curveball foul. It's 0-1. Infield defense is back into the left. Double play depth, huge hole on the right side while holding the runner. The 0-1. Down and in. 1-1. One count, runners at the corners. The pitch. Inside 2-1. Good take by Riley. Curveball. He's trying to get him to roll that one over to do a 5-4-3 or a 5-6-3 is what they're shooting for. Probably 5-4-3 if they get it. They execute it perfectly. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball 2-2. Standing on deck is Ozzie. The 2-2 from Riley. Perez brings it. Down and in. Full count. Payoff pitch from Perez. Brings it. Down and in, ball 4, so he'll head on down to first. And Austin Riley, good at bat there, works his way aboard, and now you got ducks all over the pond. One down, and I think that's going to bring the skipper, Blake Butera, out of the dugout. It is, and he's going to go get the right-hander. I believe that's Gus Varlin, and we'll be back in a flash. Atlanta Braves. Bases loaded, one out, top of the 7th here in Washington.
What's for dinner?
So they'll turn Ozzie around to the left side of the plate. He doesn't have as much power in his career. He's been swinging a much harder bat from the right side than the left side this year. That's the reason why the right-hander is coming in. Now, after that, you got two lefties. So if it doesn't work out, it's Harris and Smith to follow. Bases loaded. There is one out, and they'll be in double play depth. Baldwin is at third, Olsen at second, Riley at first. So the best base runner standing at first. If it gets ripped into the gap, you could see the bases clear. Best of those three. Gus Varlin coming on. We saw him the other night. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch is in the dirt, and the ball gets away. That's going to go all the way to the backstop. That's a wild pitch, and the Atlanta Braves have taken a one-run lead. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch off of that 1-0 is 2-0, and the 2-0 pitch. Swing! That ball's hammered into right field. That ball's down for a base hit. One run will score. It's 4-2 your Atlanta Braves. Two runs will score. It's 5-2 your Atlanta Braves, and the Atlanta Braves have taken a 3-run lead. Good piece of hitting by the Wiz.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Michael Harris the second, the batter. First pitch is down and in. Shows bunt. Did he go around? He did. It's 0-1. Harris. A little surprised that Harris is showing bunt. He's been swinging a hot bat. He's 2 for 3 today. Maybe he's trying to deke him into something. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing! That ball is hammered high and deep into right center field. It's going to get down where the green grass grows. Here comes Ozzie Albies hauling around third, heading for home, ahead for a slide.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game.
And your Atlanta Braves.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Have a 6-2 lead. An RBI double. Just like that. Chopper off the wall. Ozzie knew he was going for the downs. About 3 steps into that run, he tossed his helmet off. Big smile on Ozzie as he gets up there. Dom was trying to tell him he could stand up, but he did a head-first slide anyways. And 6-2, Braves lead it. Iron Lung, good to see you. Good morning to you, sir. So Harris now stands at second. And the first pitch to Dominic Smith is a 4-seam fastball. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. If we could put a few more on the board, we could save Robert Suarez. That's not nothing going into the series against Philly is the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 0-2 count right now. It's not a save opportunity, but I don't think Weiss is a little more aggressive than what Snicker was. If they're in a good part of their lineup going to the ninth in a 4-run game, you might see Suarez anyways. The 0-2. Swing. Rips it into right field. That's down for a base hit. Harris will get... Oh, they're going to hold him up? Harris would have scored. Bad job by Watkins, the third base coach, and we'll have runners on the corners and one out. James Wood does not have a very good arm. It's not very accurate, and the pitcher was smart. Varlin by cutting that off. Because that throw is about to go up the third base line. So runners on the corners, 1 out. Mauricio Dubon, the batter. Watkins, all in all, has done a pretty good job this year, but that should have been a send. 4-seam fastball, swats it foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Cutting set. Brings it. Swing. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. (0-2) count. Pitch on the way, down and away. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball. Strike 3. 2 down. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. The first pitch to Eli White is high and inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Richie continues to stretch in the dugout and hopping around, so I'm assuming that means he may be going back out there for the 7th inning. The 1-0 pitch, swing, pops it up, and that'll end the inning. Yep, definitely should have sent the runner home, but the Braves score 4 anyways at 6-2. We go to the bottom of the 7th here in Nationals Park. Well, this is not something you necessarily want to see. Make sure we've got this right before Eli White is in at left field. Eli in center. Dubon in left. Mateo has come in for Michael Harris II. Didn't appear to be injured, but that's where we're at. First pitch on the way is a four-seamer, J.R. Ritchie. Fastball outside the zone, righty-lefty versus Lyle. It's 1-0, the 1-0. His third time through the order, kicks and fires, swing. Cutter pops it up down the left field line. 1-1. So I'll try to get to the bottom of that while we go along here. Michael Harris is out. He had just hit that double, and he celebrated at second base. So he didn't appear to be injured. 1-1, outside wide, 2-1. 2-1 count. Braves sick. 3-1, down and in. They're showing it now on the Nationals. It was something going on with I think it's a leg issue. He was stretching almost like a hamstring. The pitch on the way, outside wide, four-seam fastball, 1-0. Right there. One upstairs for a strike. 1-2. Runner at first, nobody out. Still trying to get to the bottom of what happened. If somebody actually knows. It's a road game. They don't have the people that follow them as much on the road anymore, so it may be a guessing situation. The 1-2. Inside misses 2-2. One of the beat reports says Harris looked fine when he reached second at the end of the double. Didn't return to center field as the 2-2 pitch swing, chops it on the ground, and Ozzy's got it. He'll shovel it to the shortstop, Mateo, and it's a 4-6 put out, one down. So 1 on, 1 out. So basically the same thing that I'm telling you what I saw is he looked fine at second. When he got to third, he was stretching. Well, he didn't see that part, I guess, probably because he's following the Braves' vision, which didn't show it. Slider fouls it away. But I do know that guy is actually at the park because I get updates from him all the time that you see him at the park. He's the only one that I know that's actually there. The 0-1. So the short of it is it could just be something that they're wanting to make sure he's okay. As the 0-1 pitch swing, chops it over to Riley. Riley fires it to short. Mateo. And that's going to be a 5-4-3 inning-ending rally-killing double play. Great play by Riley and Mateo as they both had to fire perfect bullets to complete that double. We'll be back in a flash. Braves lead it by 4. 8th inning we go.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be communist-country.
This is total BS!
Where at? I'm in the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing trouble.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
6-2 your score. Ron Acuna Jr. leads us off. Fernandez, the right-hander, in for the Nationals. First pitch, swing, fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. The 0-1, kicks and fires, change up off the plate, 1-1. Good to see you, Coco, Iron Lung, Space Monkey, Oswaldo. See if we have any late comers. Rage Bear. The 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away, 1-2. Pitch on the way. Rage Bear asking who do the Braves fans hate more, the Phillies or the Mets. Traditionally, from way back, you would probably say the Mets, but recent memory, I think most Braves fans are anti-Phillies. The ones that'll tell you that it's the Mets, they live up in that region, so they're surrounded by Mets fans. Full count, but the rivalry's been much more. I mean, it's been a true rivalry between the Braves and Phillies. It's been one-sided between the Braves and Mets. A 3-2 pitch, swing. Rolls a soft grounder over to third. That'll be a 5-3, and Acuna's batting average will drop to 232, 1 for 5 on the day. Drake Baldwin coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but he did draw a walk and came around to score a run. Righty-lefty. Pitch on the way to the Drake is swung on. That is flared towards left field. Diving attempt by C.J. Abrams. He does not make the catch. It falls just out in front of him as he smothers it, leaps to his feet, and throws it to second. And it's a 1-out single for the Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
When you're not hitting well, that ball is caught. But when you're hitting over 300 to start the season, it's just out of the reach of the shortstop. Matt Olson, the batter. Righty-lefty, first pitch is a four-seam fastball right down the pipe. It's 0-1. Olson 3 for 4 on the day. Tell you one thing, a lot of people in Braves country is the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. They've got a lot of apology letters to write to Tim Hyer. His offense is clicking. It took him a year to get him turned around. We used to talk about that last year, that it was hard to decipher if he was doing a poor job or not because the offense, remember, it started off so slow last year. The 0-2, down and in, 1-2. But it's so hard to really figure out what's going on when a guy first takes over because he's trying to change an entire approach. And everybody wanted to do a reverse as the 1-2 pitch swung on, foul back. Because Seattle was off to a hot start. Well, then we eventually saw that fall apart. Their offense continues to struggle out there. I don't think there's a lot a hitting coach can do to turn Seattle's offense into a juggernaut because of where they play. The 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Drake will steal second base. So how about that? The Drake showing some wheels. Good jump. He was expecting an off-speed pitch, and that's what he got.
I feel the need for speed.
So he gets himself into scoring position, righty-righty matchup. Riley takes the pitch, change-up, down and away. It's 1-0. We all know that the Drake doesn't have great speed, but kind of like Riley, he cuts the bags well, and that was just a very good jump. Good pitch to run on. The 1-0, lifted. Into right field, but Wood should be underneath it. Or F9 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, leading by 4. And I believe Cookie Carrasco's coming on, so buckle up.
Everybody stop. I didn't go to the Lakers game because they were playing the Bobcats. And I came here today because I thought this was a session on how my wife could learn to communicate. How to answer a question without a question. Which I thought, given your wall of diplomas, you could easily fix. Or if you couldn't, you could give her a pill that could either fix it or make her a mute. But now, to turn around and gang up on me, I have hundreds of clients to deal with. And just so we're clear, I don't care about any of them. They're all just a number. Like wife number 1 and therapist number 7. Good day.
The donkey said to the tiger, "The grass is blue." The tiger replied, "No, the grass is green." The discussion heated up, and the two decided to went before the lion, the king of the jungle. The donkey began to shout, "Your Highness, is it true that the grass is blue?" The lion replied, "True, the grass is blue. The tiger will be punished with 5 years of silence." The tiger accepted his punishment, but before he asked the lion, "Your Majesty, why have you punished me?" The lion replied, "The worst waste of time is arguing with the fool and fanatic who does not care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his beliefs and illusions."
Sure, he called a shot. No question about it. The difficulty is, did he point? Did he stand extravagantly and point to center field the way William Bendix did in that terrible movie? No, he didn't.
Ironically, Gehrig was the real star of the Yankees' 4-game sweep, but few would remember his performance in the face of all the publicity Ruth got. Ruth himself was evasive when asked if he really had called his shot. "It's in the papers, isn't it?" he said. "Why don't you read the paper?" 1 month later, Franklin Roosevelt was elected president, pledged to bring his country out of the Depression. "I have no expectation of making a hit every time I come to bat," Roosevelt said. "What I seek is the highest possible batting average, not only for myself, but for my team."
Welcome back. Now it'll be Dylan Lee. They had Cookie Carrasco. They showed him in the bullpen, and he was running out. I don't know where he was going, but it's Dylan Lee. I thought that was a very strange option. I didn't know if they were just going to try to get some cheap outs out of him. Thankfully, that's not the case. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone from Dylan Lee. Slider misses. It's 1-0. Cubs lead the Phillies 4-2. They're in the 4th inning there. The 1-0. Swing, rips it. Down the left field line. 1-1. One count. Brings it, swings, chops it up the middle, and it's a comebacker to Lee. he will jump on it, flip it to first, and one down. So one up, one down, and that'll bring the top of the order to the plate. James Wood and then Garcia. Wood 1 for 3 with the home run today. Later on this afternoon, you got Dodgers and Giants at 3:45. That's a pretty good one. I believe it's Glasnow versus Webb, and the Giants are looking for the sweep. First pitch is upstairs, four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Wouldn't that be something? Because the Giants are off to such a slow start. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. It's now 5-2 Chicago, bottom of the fourth. Pitch on the way, swing. Slices it away, it's 1-2. So you got Dodgers, Giants, 3:45. Diamondbacks host the White Sox at 3:40. Later today, early tonight, Yankees and Red Sox in Fenway. The Red Sox are trying not to get swept. And then at 7 is the 1-2, high and out of the zone, 2-2. At 7 o'clock tonight, the Mets welcome back Christian Scott, if you remember him. Tommy John surgery. He's back in the big leagues, and he'll go up against the Twins. The 2-2 misses high, 3-2. 8:05 is your last game tonight, Pirates and Rangers. Then, of course, you got what most people are going to be tuning into around the country, the NFL draft at 8 p.m. tonight. The payoff pitch right there at the knees, and they're calling it a ball, but Drake's challenging this. I think he's going to win this challenge. He did, strike 3. Two down. So Wood will head to the bench, and Meade will come to the plate, pinch hitting for Garcia. That is the 8th strikeout for the Braves today. 7 by Ritchie is the slider down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. J.R. Ritchie, the books are closed on him. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, both of them solo home runs. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. And he'll start his career with the 2.57 ERA. 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing. Fouls it back. 1-2. The 1-2 from Dylan. Good to see you, Richard. RT. The pitch on the way. Caught looking, strike 3. Punched him out. 4-seamer. That'll end the inning. So Lee comes in. A clean inning. 2 strikeouts. We go to the top of the 9th. Looking to win this series. 3-1.
You're telling me that you believe that Christ comes back to life every Sunday in the form of a bowl of crackers, and then you proceed to just eat the man.
And I still maintain that if Deion Sanders would have played baseball his entire career, he would have been one of the greatest leadoff hitters to ever play the game, because he was raw. He didn't even know what he was doing. He wanted to hit homers. He was so fast. He didn't even learn how to bunt yet. And he had such a capacity to change the game. He was great for us. It was jaw-dropping. I mean, he even played in the postseason. He would have been the MVP in 92. If we'd have won and beat the Blue Jays, he'd have been the MVP. That's how important he was. He's playing with a stress fracture in his foot. Words can't describe.
Armchair.
So someone told me that I need anger management, and I don't feel like I need anger management. I feel like I need people to not piss me off. You know what I mean? So to avoid going to anger management, I've compiled an extensive list here of things people can do to not piss me off. Ready? Number 1, leave me the alone. Thank you for your time.
I was listening to a guy talk today, and he was like, a woman that loves you will stick by you no matter how many times you cheat on them. And I was like, sounds like you're talking about your mama, because that ain't me.
I think in the past that certainly Brooklyn's character was defined by the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even just the name Dodgers coming from these trolley cars that everybody had to dodge. The idea that Brooklyn felt a stepchild to New York City and that somehow the Dodgers, the bums, were stepchilds too, that were going to show the hotty-toddy New Yorkers that we were really better than them, defined who Brooklyn was. And even in Long Island, where I grew up, I felt that sense of Brooklyn, and it was all part of the Dodgers. I don't know that that exists today in the same way that you define who you are through your team and through your city. And I think it's a loss. It means that people are more fragmented. They've got themselves and a few friends, but they don't have that group sense unless there's a win. But that's not the same. That's not what this was all about when I was growing up. We hardly ever won, and it didn't matter.
Welcome back. First pitch from Fernandez is upstairs to Ozzie Albies. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, swing blasted. High and deep into right field. Going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong. A solo shot. And the Wiz puts it on the board, 7-2.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
Righty on the way is Mateo, who came in for the injured Michael Harris. The second swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Someone was asking if Robert Suarez would come in a non-safe situation. Probably not. The only thing I would push back on that is the pitch misses outside. It's 1-1. The bullpen is battered and worn because of Lopez and Fuentes going very short back-to-back outings. But there's a way to get this game in the books without having to put Suarez out there if they can keep the lead. Now, what they would do is put someone else out there, maybe a Pyomps or something, and then the moment he got in trouble, you'd start warming up Suarez. 1-2, outside, wide, 2-2. The best case scenario would be the Braves attack on a few more runs, turn this into a laugher, and then Pyomps could easily give you the ninth inning. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down. Kira's asking if Mets fans, I mean, Mets fans do pay attention to their team. It's one of the bigger fan bases. They're not normally happy about it. But there's a lot of fans that don't know anything about their team. I mean, let's be honest. We see it every day from both sides. Braves fans and whoever they're playing. First pitch is upstairs, four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. I think it's safe to say that on any given broadcast is the 0-1 pitch, swing, and a miss, change up, it's 0-2. These are hard 20-25% are casuals. Less so on our channel, I believe. I believe more of the people on our channel are more the diehards just because of the way we set this up on a radio style. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-2. Now, when you go to those cheerleading channels where the guys just sit there and they just root along and they beat you to death about getting you to send them money and everything, is the 1-2 pitch. Swing, pops it up, high in the sky. F4 in your scorecard, and Dominic Smith is down. 2 down. Those channels are a little different because most of them are not even there listening to the person. They're watching it on TV. So there's a big difference in the fan base. 2 down, top of the ninth. And if they are listening to them, they're not really paying attention because most of it's just cheerleading. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball up top for a strike. It's 0-1. Went into one the other day. It was Dodgers, and I don't forget who they were playing. And that guy had more. I mean, look, he had quite a few people watching. Nothing against him, but he had more junk all over his screen. I couldn't understand why people were watching it. is the 1-1. That pitch misses down and away. I watched it probably for 5 minutes, and I was like, what in the God's name are people doing? They're tuning into this? He had cartoons all over the place. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1. 2-1 count. Good to see you, Star Wars. Braves are lined up this weekend for the 2-1 pitch. Swing. Lifts it. Right side of the infield and fouls back towards the first base dugout, 2-2. The 2-2 count. Pops it up. Change up high in the sky. And F8 in your scorecard. Bottom of the ninth we go. We'll talk a little bit about the next series when we return. 7-2 Atlanta. Tanya, Abrams, and Young due up.
Vaughn's been working on a couple of new pitches, the Eliminator and the Humiliator, to complement his fastball, the Terminator. I heard that. Dynamite drop-in money. That broadcast school has really paid off.
Before Jackie Robinson, Moses Fleetwood Walker broke baseball's color barrier. In his third year of college, he enrolled at the University of Michigan. There he was the team's leading hitter, hitting both for average and power. In 1883, he would not return to Michigan, instead choosing to sign with the Toledo Blue Stockings, where he would start his journey to become a professional baseball player. He appeared in 60 of Toledo's 84 games in 1883, despite catching barehanded with his only protection being a mask behind home plate. Toledo's success in 1883 propelled them into the American Association, where they officially became a Major League Baseball team in 1884. This meant on opening day of the 1884 season, the starting catcher of the Blue Stockings would become the first African-American player to play a professional baseball game. During his only Major League season, he batted .263, third best on the team, and 23 points above the league average. Unfortunately, he would be plagued by injuries. His last game of the season would be in July when he suffered a season-ending injury. On September 22nd, he was released. The Blue Stockings folded in 1885, and Walker bounced around between minor league teams until 1888. In 1889, the American Association and the National League unofficially banned African American players. Regardless, he will forever be known as the player who broke baseball's color barrier and paved the way for Jackie Robinson. Armchair.
Brooklyn had last won a pennant in 1920, but the Dodgers had never won a World Series. And with players like Pea Ridge Day and Hot Potato Hamlin, they were best known for what one of their own managers called bonehead play. The most celebrated Dodger star was Babe Herman, who hit .393 in 1930, an all-time Dodger record. But he was famously inept in the field, carried lit cigars in his pockets, and once boasted that if a fly ball ever hit him on the head, he'd quit.
Welcome back. 7-2 your score. Tanya will lead it off. And we're going to get Cookie Carrasco, so buckle up. So I knew I saw him heading towards the gates the inning before, so here we go. First pitch on the way. Check swing. Down and in. It's 0-1. This is not a safe situation, as most of you already know that. But they would love for him to be able to close this out because it would reset the bullpen for the weekend. Braves country today is the 0-1 pitch. Swing, chops it foul. Bangs it. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. Down and away. 1-2. Changeup misses off the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Just got a piece of that. Braves country today is coming your way tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern. For you country club members, we'll go over this series and get you ready for the next. The 1-2 pitch, swing, fires it over to first. or third, excuse me, and Riley throws a wide throw to first. Does Olsen hold the bag? It looks like he did. They punched him out, 1 down. Good play by Olsen. Man, if he gets on, that could be problems. Ball was hit in between the 5-6 hole, and Riley was really the only one who was going to be have a chance to get the runner, and that throw was well wide of the bag. If Matt Olsen is just a touch shorter, he's not getting that, and they would have had runners at least at first with nobody out. And he snow-coned it, too. They just showed the back end of it on the Washington broadcast. They're not showing it on the Braves broadcast. The Braves broadcast are showing it up the line. But on the Washington broadcast, he snow-coned that thing. And it looks like he held the grip. I don't know how, because it was at the very edge. They're replaying it to check as it's under review here in the 9th inning by the umpires, but they're checking to see if he held the bag. If Matt Olsen is not 6'4", 225 pounds, that ball's into the dugout. I don't think they're going to have enough to overturn it, seeing both replays, both on Atlanta and on Washington's cast. The Atlanta cast was focusing more down the line. What Washington was focusing on was the fact that that ball was not cleanly in his glove, but as he hit the ground, he held the possession. He didn't fumble out, didn't roll around, so I would think this is going to hold, and it's going to be 1 on, 1 out, or excuse me, 1 up, 1 down, I meant to say, to start the inning. Right now, the key is it was called an out on the field, so they would have to have enough evidence to overturn it. If not, it'll stand where it's at. They're taking their time here. His toe is leaving the base as he's making the catch, but I think he still has contact with it. I don't think it actually leaves the base until he falls to the ground. And he is out. So there we go. Call confirmed. Or at least it stands. Regardless, 1 down. So a big out there to start the inning. That was a hard hit ball. Got to keep an eye on that because Carrasco got the out, but that ball was smoked. C.J. Abrams, the batter, righty-lefty. First pitch on the way. Upstairs, called for a high strike. It's on 1. Washington still has 1 challenge left. CJ didn't use it there. Atlanta with 2. The 0-1 right there on the outer edge. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Abrams 1 for 2 on the day. With an RBI and a walk. The 0-2 from Cookie. Swing and a miss. Change up, pulled the string, strike 3. One thing you could get out of Cookie Carrasco, if you think about, now they probably won't keep him much long. They'll probably try to DFA him, get him back to the system. But if they do decide to keep him as a reliever, he doesn't have to show as many pitches, so he might be a little more formidable in that bullpen if he's just leaning on 2, maybe 3 pitches. First pitch is a sinker inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Last time we saw Cookie as a starter, I mean, he was trying to 5-pitch mix, and second time through the order, he really had problems. The 1-0 swing, rips it towards left field, but running over, making the catches, Mauricio Dubon, and Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. 2 in a row.
Here's what you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. Why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Who wanted the chicken across the road? He stepped out of range, got hit by a tree. He ain't no chicken no more. No.
7 runs, 14 hits, no errors for your Atlanta Braves. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Washington Nationals. J.R. Ritchie will pick up his first win in the major leagues, 1-0, the 2.57 ERAs. Perez gets the loss. And your Atlanta Braves go to 18-8, pacing the major leagues. Our game ball, you know what? Let's go with Ozzie Albies. He went 3 for 4, 4 RBI. He hit his 11th double of the year and his 5th home run. Other guys that contributed big time for the Braves today. Harris went 3 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Olsen, 3 for 4. No RBIs, but he did score twice. And J.R. Ritchie's going to get our game ball as well. We're going to have that shared. Him and Ozzie Albies. Great job by J.R. Ritchie. Great job by Ozzie Albies to come through in a big moment, a couple of big moments in this game, and we win it. Going away 7-2 after trailing 1-0. And all tied up at 2 going into the 7th inning. We'll see you tomorrow on Braves Country Today, 5:30 Eastern. We'll break down the Philadelphia series. And also, there is a doubleheader tomorrow. Doubleheader. Braves versus Phillies. Come on there at 6:45. And then we're going to jump over to the Cubs-Dodgers broadcast at 10 p.m. It's an Apple Doublecast. We'll see you then.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.